All right. So let's get into this market, my guy. Good morning, good evening after all. All right. So let's definitely get into what we would be looking to take trades at today. Well, I actually done
Let's
some
get
trades.
into this. Let's get my guy.
Good morning, good evening after all.
All right.
So let's definitely get into what we would be looking to take trades at today. Well, I actually
Let's
done
get
into what we would be looking to take trades at today. Well, I actually done
let's
some
get
trades.
into this. Let's get my guy.
Good morning, good evening after all. All right, let me pull up my screen share now. Get into what we would be looking to take trades at today. Let me share my screen. Into what we would be looking to take trades at today. Well, I should have done some trades. All right, Zoom, share my screen. That's all. Share now. Share my screen. The Zoom. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. All good, fam. Oh, I go fix this camera, man. So share my screen. That's all. Share now. Share my screen. The Zoom. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's. All right. So all good, fam. I want to get to the point where I could come on then. I should have just looked back on the beginning of this journey of trading live on YouTube and all of the mistakes you create when you trade in the markets, all of the losses you have. The market is a dangerous place to trade, yo. Like, if you trade in the market, I must say you gotta be crazy, bro. You have to be crazy to trade this market because trading not for everybody. Trading is not for everybody. You best believe that. Trading not for everybody. And it's like it'll teach you a lot of lessons about yourself. Trading that teach you so much about yourself and stuff like that. But at the same time, it's like if you learn how to deal with yourself and all that, then you'll be so good at trading because it's just a reflection of who you is as a person. I repeating these things to myself constantly because it's like I never been I never been like a super disciplined person when it comes to life. And then when it comes to like trading, that could actually reflect like you know nothing else you could expect. The market could tell you who you is and what you've been doing wrong for your whole life, like that crazy, right? But that just the case. It's like he can't tell you, bro, you do see you just messing things up by not being disciplined when you could actually just be a disciplined person, come take a few trades and make some bread, right? So I was up $400 this morning. Well, actually, from 300 to, well, my account started at 290 and I was up 400 and I back down to 294. But I know this just part of the whole process, right? You'll make some money, you'll lose some money, and so on and so forth. And that, like, that's the case right now with me. That's the case right now with me. Like, I actually, let me do use this right. This charge. Let me put another charge. All right. So my hopes is to get this account from 300 to $3,000. And I want to be transparent with this. I want to come back and look at this, see the mistakes that I made, and I want to trade live on this account constantly because it's like, you know, nothing better than documenting your journey. And this is something that I'm looking to do. So let's break this down, right? Right now, the reason I'm looking for longs on US started after 2 o'clock, I feel like US started erupt to the upside. Excuse me. I feel like he can push to the upside because like what I see happening right now. If we look at the market, looking from the left, we take out this right here, right? We break, we push to the downside, then come and close back up into that level of support. Now, this was the last lower high point. If we were looking at this market like this, We could see the market were headed to the upside, right? Boom. Boom. We break all the way down, taking out this one here, and then taking out this one right here. Lower high point all the way down here. Now we pull all the way back up and we consolidated here, then pop to the upside, right? So what that telling me is we just take out this lower high point here. So now it's a higher probability to look for buys than it is for sells. So I would be looking for the market to continue to the upside because it giving me a higher probability on the buy side. When it comes to the daily, the same thing. It's like the structure part of the market on the daily, we take this one out here, we reject, we come out, we retest it here, we take this one out here, and then we push, we created a new higher high point, a new higher low point, a new higher high point. We take this one out, right? This what the market does. If you been trading in the market for a minute, you'd have know that the market would take out lows and then come right back up close within it and then push to the upside. And that way, looking like right now that US started trying to do. He created some kind of fake out type move that really not the move that he actually trying to create. So I'd always go to the higher time frame to get more clarity. So it seems to me like US started come, right? Let's look left and see what happened with this. The market come, he rejected this level. We got support here, we got support here, and we got support here, right? So all of this zone here has support and resistance somewhere inside it, right? So that what happening currently right now. He rejecting off of that. That a monthly, let's see. Monthly really got nothing to do with that. But you could see the reason why I'm looking to take this long and try to push it back up to the high because US started actually rejecting these lows down here and he could end up pushing up. So let's drop it down to the H1. So when you drop it down to the H1, this whole zone down here, well, one level that you could be looking to go long at, right? Based off of the weekly time frame. So now what the market doing is it created resistance right here, which was the structure point. It created resistance right around here, all of this. Then it come and it created support right here. So it come back down and it pushed on to this level here, failing to break this level of support and then it break this level of resistance here. So it either one thing here come back, retest this level, and then push to the upside, or he could come all the way back here and play around in this before going up. But at this point, I currently only looking to take the market to the upside because it only makes sense to look for buys right now on US started, right? And this is the pair that I actually trade in and focus on. If you look at the structure of the market from here, it's like we could see this was lower high point and this was lower low point, right? Now this is higher high point and this is higher low point. This is higher point and this is a higher low point. So it make more sense for us to look to go to the upside than to drop to the downside. And at that point, that on this thing I'm expecting is market the buyers to come into the market now that we could see clarity for the upside, and then we could have one push. This resistance level right here, the market rejected this multiple times. So look left to try to get it right. It not gonna always be but not always be the case. Sometimes you could look on the right side and you could get it right. So we got rejection here. We got rejection here, 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 and here. If we could break about this and close, it would be super good because that telling me then that that level not gonna be the point to actually push it back down. If you notice right here, this whole thing right here is where this market rejected down to here. So if he pull back up and then take this high out, it's a great probability that buyers stronger than sellers at this point, right? So I feel like with him, we just gotta be patient, give it time and see what the market do now because I feel like we definitely end up going to the upside when it comes to that pair. Like nothing not guaranteed. It could go up. You don't know if it could go up today, if it could go up tomorrow, if it could go up another day. But the overall thing is to try to get it back up to these highs up here, which would be 47, 790, 52.52. And that's looking at him. When it comes to him, I don't take the trade that I was supposed to take on GJ. I took one loss. This trade was pretty simple. I took one loss here on this buy. Wrong here at this level here is support. I thought it would have flipped up, but then I come back. I take another buy here based off of the 4-hour support. because it made more sense to look at the 4 hour support and just look for that buy, right? Um, this was a better buy right here for me, so I went long again, and then we ended up making super simple trade. This we end up making probably, well, I know when we up there went about here. That's 154 pips on GBP So that was a really simple trade for me. I love seeing the trades them that play out like that when the market trying to create those kind of scenarios. It's like it obvious that you could see it. He's self-explanatory. Like if you've been trading the market for a bit, you know that that trade was really simple, but you had to base it off at a higher time frame. And what made me get in on the 5 minute time frame, it was kind of like, okay, at the lowest point of the day, we come down, boom, created this double bottom, retested it, and then we close right above it. So when we close right there, I enter my trade because it don't give me one higher low point, and it's showing me that there's greater probability that we could end up going to the upside, and I wanted to capitalize on that. So what I do right now while on live and all that is take one screenshot to journal this trade. Take one screenshot to journal that trade right there and just clear this off. Boom. So if we look at it on a clearer point, you would see exactly where the market come. And I love using this, the line chart. The line chart can show you, you have to set it to close price. If you set the line chart to close price, it could give you more accurate points in where the market could actually turn, and it can show you exactly where structure points is and stuff like that. So it's like I was looking at that on the line chart, like, okay, I just need him to pull back to this level here as support, and then I'll be looking to buy. And he did exactly that. And my overall target is back to these highs up here. You understand? So it's just a matter of time and patience. The more patient you could be, the better it is. We could see the market created the low. This come back down here, but it failed to close and it pulled back up. Give me a higher low point with a higher high point. Breaking this last lower high point here that hold this whole resistance here and draw. So we just waited for it to retest it and then push to the upside. That were really like textbook trade for me, like something that I used to see in countless amount of time. And then when we went to like the lower time frames and then we saw like the when I went to the lower time frame and I saw the market actually creating that point right there, well, like, okay, nice. I ready to try to like go crazy on this move and I get in right here with like think it was like $10 or something. And that was that. When I couldn't really sleep, but monitoring the trade a lot. And that did that. So that was super nice. This guy, I take a loss on him, and he's still textbook. He's still looking for upside. You can see the downward channel here, the market creating bearish structure points, right? Break, started change structure right here. So right here, we're looking for like a pullback to then pop to the upside, if that be the case. But we're not trying to force nothing, but that what we're looking for. He really kind of simple. My main focus been one pair for the longest right now. Well, one and two pairs, which when um mostly been like trading gold and US dollar. But right now it's like I kind of mixing it up with gold, US dollar, and GJ to try to see if I could have a little bit more what name and see how I can manage with that to have more opportunities in the market. Because sometimes one pair that start to consolidate and then you need to be a little bit more like sorry, you need to be a little bit more patient trading one pair and wait a lot more. Sometimes when you trade in more than one pair, the other pair giving you more chances to enter the market, if that makes sense. So right now that I'm looking forward to see if I would get more opportunities by trading more pairs and have to worry about the market, you know, I have to worry less about being impatient because I'm only waiting on one pair on one setup and I only to trade Asia and New York session. So it's like you have to be more patient when it comes to that. But at this point right now, I'm really trying to just take less trades than I've been taking before to make more money. If it is something that I really 100% wish I had learned before was that taking more trades do equal more money. If you're a trader and you're trying to make more money in the market, two things you need to understand. Trade less gonna give you more money, and have a bigger capital gonna give you way more money than having small account. Like trading small accounts is like it to test your skills and you can make money from it and you could grow from it. But if you're somebody that trying to like come out of the point where you want to make more money and you're trying to make money to actually quit your jobs and stuff like that, trading small account not gonna do it. And it take me a long while to understand that. So my whole goal right is like to build this account, get bigger accounts like 300K, 600K to a million, and then start a trade like only for like 1 or 2% a week. Like if you could profit 2 to 3% a week on a $1 million account, it's like you making good bread. Like you don't need to actually over trade, you don't need to over risk, you don't need when you trading and building small account continuously, you and blow a lot of them because you have to like you either have to be super conservative and take it for a longer approach, or you have to take it for a shorter approach with bigger risk. And most of the time you end up taking big losses and it eat up into your account balance and it affect your emotions at some point, depending on the type of trader you is. When you reach a certain point in the market, your emotions not gonna be affected because you could control them a lot more. You have more discipline, you have self-control. But my biggest things were like controlling my emotion because it was like crazy when I done build one account from like 300 to 15, 1800, and then you end up back down to like 500, and then you taking losses back and forth because you taking these great risks. So it's like if you could actually get to the point where you could start making money by actually trading with a good size account. I would say a good size account, depending if you're looking at it as a small account, like 1,500 to $3,000 is a good start, or like somewhere around there, like $1,000 is like it requires way too much effort to try to come up. If you got $1,000, you could probably build $1,000 up and it easier. I done bill account from like 1,000 to 2,000, $3,000. I done bill account from $300 to 18 to 2,000, 2,500 and stuff like that. But it's like this probably on be one account that I'm trying to build. And after this, like it'll be a long time before I try and build and just try to deal with prop firms and try to make money from that, because it's like staying in the market for a long period of time and not making the money, it becomes damaging to your psychology. It becomes damaging to like your belief in what you think you could do in the market. Because sometimes it's like you expecting to do crazy stuff in the market and you're not getting that. You know what I mean? Because it's like you just trading the wrong account size, or you trading the wrong pair. Trading the wrong pair in the market that do suit your personality could affect you. Me, I like speed. I like um I like quickness. I like seeing profits and losses quick at some point. That way I believe in trading gold and US dollar. Like they're my two favorite pair. After gold and US dollar is the GBP JPY, right? Because they got speed, they don't move with momentum, they got good movement, they got consistency. Well, they're not always consistent, but they have like they have good support and resistance and structure, something that I firmly believe in. And I believe that the market that always, it that always do that same thing when it comes to that, right? Like support and resistance is key to my trading. Keep it simple, make money, and get out the way. Like right now, you can see how support and resistance been affecting gold right here. If we clear the chart up a little bit, you can see right here it's like one support level right wrong this level here. So it either he got it either that he come back here again, reject one of these level and push up, and then we end up in some profits, or he come in here and mess me up. We gonna be patient and see what he do. US started playing out right now, which is super good. US started playing out. We're gonna see if he push up. But the overall move for this is to try to get this to push back up to where it started this whole how you call this again? But it started this whole weakness in the market start. So right here, we started to lose momentum. So sometimes when the market pull back, this will be the point. And the thing about it is he don't create one higher low point. I just need to see like a higher high point, but I'm not getting it yet. He created a higher low. He respected the support right here. Let's see if he actually like respect again some about within this point here and then push up and close on the H1. That would be super nice. But again, um, H1 kind of showing me something that I do like. H4 showing me something that I kind of like, but at the same time, we have to see if that can be the case. I would really like this H4 candle to close as a bullish engulfing candle. And that definitely gonna tell me where I need to be at and what I need to expect and stuff like that from this move. But what I want to do is reanalyze this again by let me actually just screenshot all of this because I don't want to have all of this craziness on the chart right now. It could kind of like having my chart full of mess to be crazy. So let me wipe the chart off. Wipe your nose, nigga. Let me wipe the chart off right there and then come back and look and see if it is something we probably missing or not. Here, I do see like nothing crazy. Here on the 2 minutes. Okay, 2 minutes kind of started showing me that it won't go up. You can see right here, it break this level right here, this little structure point right here. So that's something to tell me, well, okay, we were coming down right here. Boom, boom. We double bottom right here. We come out, we retested this level, we rejected the resistance here. We created a higher low point right there. We pull up right here, created a small higher low point. Then we pull up here, consolidated. I think we could come out like right here and then shoot up. This is what I would be expecting from this setup, right? Is to see him come out right there and then shoot to the upside. We don't take out that point. This not the best. That second entry not the best entry, but it's a good entry. Um, I think it's still not too bad, but we just gotta see if he would start to reject like around these level here and close. Once he could close up about this, I would feel more confident in this setup because the market would make more sense. Once he could break above this level of resistance, I would definitely be expecting to have momentum to push the market up. Because if we look at it right here, we could see this is where support is. Then we got another like support kind of right here, support kind of right here again, and stuff like that. So be on see if he can respect these level or not, but I definitely looking forward to see him pushing up. This 30-minute candle going on the bullish side. So we got one bullish engulfing candle right here. This is a nice bullish engulfing right here. So what I would be expecting is for him to roll over and come and close on the bullish side. Let's see what happened. We got 10 minutes and 32 seconds before this candle actually close. Ooh. So let's see what happened, chat. Um, US started pulling back. I know US started movement. When did it happen? If you in US started trading, you need to be ready for him like around 9:30, 10 o'clock, right? From 9:30 to 9 to 10 o'clock, that range, yeah, make one move, right? When that move and finish wrong, that move and slow down around 11, 12, and sometimes it'll go all up to like 2, 2 o'clock, he can 2 p.m. Eastern time, he can create another movement. That'll be the end of the movement for the day. And like right now, he's showing me something that I like. So I would like to see US start to close. I would love to see US start to close on the bullish side because it would be super nice to see him close bullish here and then probably one candlestick come back and retest this level of support like like come back and retest this level of support right wrong. Let me get this. Right around this level here. If he could come back and retest right here or right wrong here, I wouldn't mind taking another bite, even if he take me out for a loss, because that would tell me that that rejection point would be strong to then get a good push to the upside. And that like basically the experience part of me seeing things that I've seen repeated itself so much time when it comes to trading this market. So yeah, give it time, give it a breather, see what it does. It kind of forming support and resistance on the lower time frame because see right, they kind of break that point right there. We break this level of resistance here, we retested and pushed. This could come all the way back, take my losses, my stop loss out, and still go up to the upside. So all I need to do right now is be super patient when it comes to this market. Super patient and wait for the market to give me good setups and then execute. Gold, on the other hand, is the pair that I really want to play out for me, but we're gonna see if he actually try to give us something or he won't. It's all about patience, bro. Let's see what happen and give time and see how he play out, you understand? Ugh. Not one of the best setup, not my favorite setup, to be honest. If I take another loss on goal, I think I would probably just relax and call it quits because I'm not into taking too much losses today. Like I done what 400 and I'm losing. Um, I wouldn't be looking for another trade right now. Like, it's because I'm not into taking too much losses today. Like I done what 400 and I'm losing. Um, I wouldn't be looking for another trade right now. Like, so we see what happened. Let's see what happened. Let me check something here real quick. What that is. Life, my brother. I just seen a crazy case. I think this one in the UK. Like one guy just this crazy, yo. Like one guy literally just run over people in one car. Like super crazy. I don't understand like what people got going on in their mind right now. Like the devil, he on earth just creating chaos, yo. He on earth just creating chaos. But again, keep in mind that God always there. You understand? God always there. So it's one thing that I know in a God is like you gotta keep faith in God and stay truthful to Him, bro. And He'll always come true. But seeing that, it's like you definitely know that the devil alive and he doing damage. You know what I mean? I gotta keep prayed up, bro. Just stay prayed up and confident that God got you because the life we living in right now is like some crazy stuff going on, yo. Like America right now, some crazy stuff going on in America. Sometimes it's like thinking about it, I'd be like, bro, why some people that choose to live in America when there's so much other places to live in this world super better than America. But again, America that offers some things the other country doesn't. And the only thing I think that is the I would say like the opportunities to make good money. But my mindset is like I use America, yo. I use America to make good money and go and live in other countries. Like right now, this industry that we in as traders, it's like if you're in the industry trading the market, all you have to do is learn to make like anywhere from like $1,000 a day to like $3,000 a day, and you could live in any part of the world. And you don't even need that much. You only need to make like 10K a day. I mean, 10K a month to live any part of the world comfortable. depending on how big your family is. But if you want ball out, 30K to 50K a month is like good money. And if we trade in the market, like making 50K a month on probably like having a 500 to $1 million in one account, that not something that would be delusional, it's not something that crazy, it's something that's super possible. So it's like definitely right now, my whole focus is just to just be in the charts, be on the charts, be on the charts, study, take notes on Notion, just be journaling everything, every thought, everything. So, like, I could come to the point and come back at this a year from now and be like, okay, good. Thank God that I put my head down and I started grinding because it was like I definitely put all the work in and made the best of it. Like I definitely journaling this right now, and today is the 27th in May in 2025. And I looking into this like, bro, you have to come back one day and definitely show how good you improve yourself when it comes to streaming, when it comes to trading the market, when it comes to being a good father, when it comes to being a good son, when it comes to being a good friend, a brother, all of these different things. And you made it happen because you put your mind to it. So it's like right now they're my focus point, and I want to build different things that other people would never imagine that I could have done before. Things that I probably still doubt myself doing, but I know it possible. From 31 years old, living in America now, I learned a lot of stuff. Coming from an island to living in a big ass country like this is a whole different vibes because you just see things different, everything different. It just people different. You could learn different stuff and all of that. So I appreciate that point living in America. But at the same time, it's like I here now and I want to be there now. But at the same time, I'm not fully ready, so I need to make the bag. That's the point. The bag, like. But God said he got you. You just gotta stay on point, yo. You understand? You just gotta stay on point. Right now, I train Urban Atlanta R&B Wine Fest. Right now, all I'm trying to do is like start to make money. You know what I mean? I see a lot of people moving out of America, like moving to Thailand. I see people moving to different countries. I see a lot of shit going on, you understand? So it's like people starting to wake up to realize a lot of things, to be honest. People starting to wake up, they're starting to realize that there's other places in this world that you could live, there's other things that you could do beside what you're doing right now, you know? And if you could take like 1 minute, bro, 1 second to thank God for everything that He done do for us in this life, that would be beautiful. I thank God so much for everything He done for me. Like I've been through a lot. I've been through a lot. And I'm really grateful for God for being there for me and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Because one day you're here and the next day you're gone. Like 1 minute you're here and the next minute you're gone. And once you die, there's no coming back. So it's super nice to be it really super nice to be close to God, not just close to God, but actually with God, walking with God, talking with God. Because it's like I had to come to the point though to think about it so much. Like after I done make all of this money that I'm trying to make, like he said he and put it there for me, he and bless me, he and do all of these things, right? But after I don't make all of this money, what else I could do? I mean, I could bless a lot of people in this world that struggling. Yes, that good. But after you don't do all of this, what happened to your soul? This body got vanish one day. So the best thing for us to do as human beings is to serve the Lord and get close to God. And that's what I'm trying to do to get closer and closer to God in order for me to I won't die one day, but I won't die with him. My soul right, everything being on point because it's like when I sit down sometime and I think about it, I'll be like, human being is one of the most stupidest race in the world. Like we know we gonna die one day and we still thinking and acting like if we gonna live on this planet forever, which not gonna never happen. Like we have to go at some point, yo. So by saying that, it's like I just want to put that first. Is like keep praying, stay reading your Bible, and stay closer to God and teach your kids that same thing in order for them to be able to come up with that mindset that God is everything you need and hard work and to train your mind to be a good person and a disciplined person. But I make history, yo. Like I do this as much as I could to get to the point where I understand trading better, where I understand myself better, where I understand the word of God better, and I could just push, push, and push and push. You understand? So with that being said, let's see what you had started saying. Nothing nice. He not doing what I want him to do. But goal kinda easing into what I would like him to do right now. I really want to hit this take profit. I'll be good. Like this would be a super great trade for me because I think I gotta be at that point where it's like, um, I don't know how to explain that, but it would be like super, super nice because I could actually end up making some good profit, you know. I could actually end up making some good profits, yo. Let's see what's going on. Zubu, 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 bu, 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 bu. So I want to see right now if gold got actually, push this to the upside or what here know. That big drop that gold actually created, no? Big, big drop. So let's see if we actually start to push to the upside or what we know. It's like, let's see. US started looking nice. He rejected that little 5 minutes, which is super dope. He rejected that little 5 minutes right there. He rejected that little 5 minutes, but it now what I'm looking for. We gonna see what happened like around 2 o'clock or so. See if we could get that push to the upside, no? But we could definitely see structure within this. And that looking nice, and that's something I'm super into seeing. I needed to check for like all right, all right, all right. Come on, gold. Give me something to play with. GJ look like that exhaustion point kind of what Neiman, he had the exhaustion of the day. Sometime what happened, the market would create this move all the way to the upside. And before the end of the day, he can create one exhaustion. He can break and he can drop. He at least 30, 50 pips pull back. And that would be super good for easy trade, easy money right there. Gold, we trading at almost 1 p.m. Momentum in the market not gonna be as fast as it would be, but like trading in the morning. But sometime around 2 o'clock, the market, I don't know, for some reason, the market that kind of like create what name. Let's see what part of the sessions we in right now. when we look at this nigga mo. So economic calendar. Let me go to my one name. So right now, New York session don't close. No, New York session closes in 3 hours and 54 minutes. London session got open back up. London session don't close. Tokyo opens in 6 hours, and Sydney got open. What name? So we have to see what happened right now in this New York session on right now. So we have to see if this actually play out right. But I like the to me the best time to trade the be when London and New York overlap. Like right there, there'll be a lot of momentum in the market, and that would be like wrong. You could catch that like anywhere from 7 to 11 in the morning is is when that actually happen, right? 7 to 11 in the morning is when around that time it's like it not like I wouldn't put a specific time that it can make a move, but around them times is when the market actually like create that movement where you could capitalize on. And if you're in front of the market, you could catch that. Like this move right here that happened, this right here, this happened around that time, 9:30 around that time. This move right here, that drop. Let me show you another move that happened around that time. On gold movement, this movement like right wrong here, that happened like around the same time, see? Like that. And that would have happened, bro. Like right now, if we look at the market, it not like you're looking at something super beautiful to say, like, let me zoom out and see what we looking at. Like if you look at the market from way out here, this was something that took me a minute to learn. It would show you more or less wow, it would become a little bit more predictable then because it's showing you what probable and what ain't. So right now you could see that to me, based off of what I'm seeing, it's a higher probability that the market looking to go up off of the support level. Don't get me wrong, this could go down just as well. But when you zoom out, it's like the market more bullish than it bearish, right? So the obvious thing to think and look for is buys. So right now, that what I'm looking for is buys because I think overall the market will come back here, probably come all the way back up here and fill that wick. That's the all-time high on gold. Gold not never been this high ever. Like that were almost $3,500 right there on that. So it's just about patient right now to see. But it's like we are just remain calm. If he give me chances to scale in, if we look at this like this, right? If you see he give us chances to scale in, we are scale, right? Because it only makes sense to take advantage of the market when it giving it to you. Um, it only makes sense to take advantage when the market giving you the opportunity to do that. You understand? And that what I'm looking at right now is a great opportunity that if the market pull back to try to go up, we could capitalize on that. If we actually look into this in more details, we kind of getting exactly what we want because see the market will come in here, right? If I would wake up, I would have made some money on this move right here because this is one of my favorite setup. Boom, he come back. I thought he would have just come retest this level and push up. So I took a loss right around there. Right around here, I took a loss. Boom, it dropped, it come back, it dropped, it come back up. I take a buy here, and then I take a buy like right around here. Market come up, find resistance, and drop and take me out again for another loss. So I got two losses on gold this morning, and now I'm going into the third try because he come down, he come up, he come down, failing to break this low point here. So that telling me by him failing to break this low point here, he maintaining the support level and the bullish structure. So now he pull up, he rejected here. So what I'm looking for is push to the upside. He can find resistance somewhere about here, pull back, and then we a break. So looking at it to understand why I'm taking that buy is because structure-wise, he maintaining this level of support right here. He now will break it. He held it. And on the daily time frame, he come and push all the way into this level here. And if you pay attention, close attention to what the left side showing you, is like the market been here before. It rejected here multiple times, it reject here again, it reject here. So most likely the market will reject at this point again. It's like the market repeats itself countless amount of time, but you have to analyze it from the bigger time frame down to the lower time frame to try to understand. If we look left, right, based off of what we're seeing right now, let's look at it like that. We got big rejection here, three rejection here, one rejection here. We got one rejection here. We got one rejection here. We got rejection here and here. Most likely, right, the market gonna repeat itself. So we got a next tap into that same level of support, right? We gotta tap into the same level of support. So we should have a rejection at this support again. So if you look at it, every single time the market rejected that zone, let's look at it like this. The market rejected here, push way up here, rejected here, push way up here, rejected here, and it push here and it break. It did it, and then it come by and reject right there with one wick, like, right? Just look at this right here. It rejected right here with one wick, and then it dropped. Boom. Come back up and now use that. It rejected here and it pushed way up there. It come down, break support, rejected here, and drop all the way down to this whole thing here. So that one whole push to the downside, right? Let's look at it now on this side. Now that it crossed back on the other side, now going to the upside, right? The market came all the way from up here, rejected here, push up here, rejected here, push up here, rejected here, push up, all the way up there. So it's like he come all the way back down here for what? Most likely he reject again. It just don't repeat itself constantly. It's like it I can't explain it. Like after you repeat it so much time, you start to understand it more and more, and everything that just make more and more sense. So it's like looking at that, I'm looking for more buys on gold than I'm looking for sells. But you gotta be patient and you have to set your stop loss in a good spot because that used to mess me up a lot by not placing my stops in the right spot. I used to end up losing a lot of money because constantly taking trades in good places, but placing my stop in the wrong place and getting stopped out over and over again. So if we could have one break about this resistance level and close, and then the market actually start to show one and put this stop to break even here, this trade to break even, the first trade down here. If you can see, I have a trade right here. Like right here, I have a trade down to this point right here. This is my first entry. This is my risk entry. This is a really low trade. And then this is my actual big trade here. So I leave that one to actually break even at that point, and then we see what happened. Let me check US 30. And then this guy, he gave me something now. See, if you pay close attention, you can see that the market break to the downside. Boom, 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 boom. We coming down. Now what he did, start a shift, right? Right there. Boom. We could take this trade back to right here. Super, super simple. But the thing about it is how patient you could be to wait for this to play out. That only the 2 minutes. Let's check the 5 minutes, wait for the market. Let's check this got resistance right here, right? We would say we got resistance level right here. So what you would be expecting at this point is for the market to come up, reject that, and drop, which is the most ideal thing. But when you base it off of the higher time frame, he done rejecting a major level. The lower time frame got respond to what the higher time frame saying. You understand? If the higher time frame telling you to buy, it's like the lower time frame got transition into a buy at some point. You just have to be cautious and wait for it to happen. Like right here, I wouldn't try to get in. I would like to see the closure. Okay, so it just closed. The spread on this kind of thick, but we're gonna take we chances on this buy right there, right? We're gonna put the stop loss on this, gonna be right here, right below the support level, super tight. I don't need this to be super big and on a reason for it. So be my risk is like supposed to be I risking like probably like 1%. Here, what I'm do is put, let's see if we could get that one. So we put two position, we open two position there, risking 20, like $17 on that. And the overall target is to try to get back up to like $60 on this trade. So I'm looking for this to pull back up. It's not my typical type trade because the 1 hour was still showing me bearish variation, right? But H4 not showing me that. H4 is showing me that we have push to the upside, pull back, push to the upside, rejection, push up. We had this, then we pull down. This could act as resistance, but I'm looking for this now, see? You understand? To continue with structure. Before, when I was like couple years back into trading, I would have looked at this as like, okay, this and just double top and drop all the way back down. That would be the case. Structure still maintaining itself by creating higher lows and higher high, and he need to create one higher low to go back up to probably this level on the daily. You understand? So we are just wait to see what the outcome of this be and see if we could actually capitalize on that. But you want to be super patient and cautious before you jump into the market head first, thinking that just because you did a good analysis, the market could play out. It doesn't work like that. You understand? You have to do good analysis, but still understand the market is the market. It could do what it want, when it want, it could go where it want, and that's just the name of the game. Do think you could predict this market? You could only react to this market. GBPJPY just break support level. Let's check him out. He just broke support level, which is what we expected, right? For the break and closure. The one thing I used to do before that I do no more is just jump in. You need the market to break and close strong below that to say, well, okay, we could look for a retracement, but I'm not looking to rack up trades because if I get in here, I don't need on Euro USD, I in on gold and I in on US 30. If you open another position, you kind of like over leveraging. Gold playing out super nice, and you don't want to over leverage. If it is one thing I learned the hard way, you don't want to over leverage. And if you use your leverage on one minor setup, when the good setup come, you not be able to capitalize, right? So right here, we're gonna be patient to see. We're gonna just be patient to see if the market actually create what I'm looking for, right? Which is to come back to this level. And before that, I just gotta be patient and see what happens. Time's about to be up. I trying to do one other trading every day. I don't have a specific time to come on the market. When I see good opportunities, I gotta come and then I gotta try to take them and then go from there, right? Right here, I'm looking for like this H4 candle to close as a bullish engulfing candle. If he closes as a bullish engulfing candle, I kind of feel more confident that what I'm looking for could play out and we could end up making some good profits. I'm not looking for nothing crazy, but if he give me the chance to scale, I scale. And that's what I just did. We scaled in on another large position on this account. That's a big position. $10 on this, consider that as a big position. But it's like if this trade play out, we could end up banking probably one weekly hold, one good probably like I would say we could end up banking probably like $300 if he end up giving me this take profit level, which the first trade, what the first trade was here. Kind of throwing me off. The first trade was here. So it's like if we could end up pushing from here to here, that could be 7.7 times my risk because my stop loss were right somewhere about here. So I end up making like 7.7 point we end up making like 6 times my risk. Something like my stop were right below this candle here. So I end up making like 8 times my risk because my stop loss were right below that. So that would be a beautiful trade. And I'm not looking to be too crazy. Once I hit this, computer shut down and I out. That's something not hard for me to actually grasp it. When I used to make good profits, I would actually continue to trade to try to make more profits, and I used to end up giving back. So if you're a trader that you make 1 or 2% a day, do worry about the percentage all the time. You could also look into pips, but if you can make 1 to 2 risk to reward on each trade or 1 to 3 a day, get out the market and do come back. Come and trade another day. Or if the market giving you beautiful setups in one day and you capitalize on that one day, do trade the other day. Just relax. Try to take that in. And that's something that take me a while to understand. Now I understand it with more experience. I don't got 4 years since I've been consistently in the market. I started trading when like 9 years ago, but I wasn't never consistent. I was just playing with the market, treating it as whatever. I would just come in, I would have trade for 1 month, then do come back and trade for like 5 months and stuff like that. So we're back and forth, in and out, in and out. Now it's like 4 years since I moved to America. I bought courses. I learned how to trade. I learned structure. I learned support and resistance. I learned all different types of stuff that when I was living back home on the island, I didn't have. So now it's a whole different case when you actually have somebody to teach you. And if it is one thing that new traders should keep in mind is to get a mentor as quick as possible so you could excel to the next level without creating some super crazy amount of losses and blown accounts because it just doesn't make no sense, right? It's just way better to have a mentor or have somebody that could teach you how the game is, and then you could learn from that. But with that being said, I rather to clock off and let these trades play out and see how they go from there. And then I'll do one review by the end of the week. But beside that, Lord, thank you so much for everything that you've done for us today. I'm super grateful for your blessings and everything. I thank you for sparing my life this morning, my parents, my kids, my friends, my family, and for giving me the skills to be able to learn how to trade in this market. Father, I'm super grateful for you, and I beg you to forgive me for living my life the way I have lived it for the last past couple years, and for all of the things that I've done before your eyes that you're not pleased with. And I beg you to forgive me and to please help me get back on track, to exalt your name in front of millions of people and talk about you in public without feeling one glimpse of shameness. I beg you, Father, to be able to give me the confidence to speak out, but speak righteous and speak good things. I beg you to please, Lord, keep me safe and keep me out of trouble. Give me the patience, give me the wisdom in order for me to live life based off of how you would have wanted me to live it, and not the way I want to live it or how other people want to live it, Lord. But I beg you to please come within me and live within me so I could be able to show you through me, Lord. I beg you, please, to forgive me and to bless me throughout the rest of this year and through the rest of my life. And I just want to say thank you, and I'm grateful for everything you've done for me. I appreciate you, your blessing, your time, your forgiveness, and everything else you have done for me, my God. In your name we pray. In Jesus' name, amen. Familia, I out. You understand? We be back again tomorrow, God's spare life.